I can hear how the songs revolve around a character, often this underdog character. Does the character come before the music?
I always start with the music, and then the music means something. I mean, I feel more expressive musically than I do with language. And then my gig is to find the words that are fitting with the music, and this is, in fact, what comes out at the end of the day. And I think because I like, maybe one of my models would be J.D. Salinger's short stories, just in how quickly he gets in and out of the character, how that character and peripheral characters in the story relate to other characters. It's like spin-off sitcoms or something, it's like you've written about one person, and then there are other present in the song that get their own song, they get their own spin-off series later.
There's that character that isn't the main star, but you're going to...
Yeah, Frasier or whatever, it comes off of it. And so, I don't know, I mean, I find it easier to write about, write character, what people call character studies somehow, because I think the autobiographical spin in rock music, and especially in America, is just overblown. I mean, people really want to know, is that you? Is that coming from this person? Where I was just telling a friend of mine in England, they don't look at it that way. I mean, pretty well aware that David Bowie didn't go to Mars. I mean, but if Bruce Springsteen says, I drove that car, well, if
he didn't drove the car,
if the boss didn't, if the boss is singing about a certain Ford or something, and they find out he didn't actually drive that, they're going to call him a phony. So I like writing in characters because that allows me to speak about something I know about, something I'm interested in, and someone else composite into one character.
And what about humor? Is that a way to help you write?
The humor is just about, I mean, almost anyone that I've ever met has some sense of humor. Well, most have some sense of humor, and humor is a very serious tool. I mean, people laugh. They don't know why they're laughing at a funeral, or they'll make a joke at a time that's either inappropriate or a time that is trying to keep their composure in the middle of something that's actually really tough. So I find that much more effective for me. People call them novelty songs, but I find it much more effective for me to show the depth of what's going on than just to say, I'm so sad, and here's my minor chord. I don't know if I believe that person, because I don't take people necessarily on face value of what they say that they're feeling or thinking, because they make a joke that might show that there's something else going on that they're avoiding, and I think that that's important in a song. Informality has always been very important for me in songs and in performance, and why I'm so happy to bring that to an orchestra. I've improvised with orchestras before. I had the Sydney Symphony Orchestra making up a song with me on stage, and I'm shouting out parts, and they're playing it and way into it. I mean, that's fun.
And what's next? You talked last night about your kids. You're clearly a family man. So how do you balance family and career now? Well,
I tour in a way that I can always be home. So I'll go out for 3 weeks. I mean, I would say most, if I was I don't know why I would want to be a lawyer, but if I was a lawyer or an accountant or anything that required a lot of time, I don't think I would still be spending any more time with my kids. There's a way to tour. When I come back home, I'm home, and that's it. And it's a tough adjustment, both ways, to go home for 3 weeks and suddenly it's all about homework, cleaning up in the bathroom, everything that you got to do that's not that glamorous as being a father, and being with them and making those times all count. And then back out on the road with, as we know, copious amounts of drugs. And I mean, when I go out on the road, we're boring. We go out and play.
Early to bed, huh? Yeah. Ben Folds, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, it's good to talk to you. Pleasure. Thanks.